Hello everyone, and welcome to new Forza Motorsport multiplayer mayhem. This time on the Nürburgring GP track with the BMW M8 GTE. Again, yes, again, but it's the only car I have a decent setup for. But it won't protect me from things like going the car into neutral, completely random, but it is what it is. So this was my only weather lap in the practice session, because everything after this was just pure mess, as you can see in the following seconds, or in the following minutes actually, because guys like the guy in the Audi R8 just doing random stuff. I mean, it's fine if you don't have the proper skill to hold the car straight, or if you don't have that much experience in racing games, if you're new to the game and so on. But dude, it's a practice session. Give other guys enough space and or let yourself fall down so you can drive on your own, but don't race others like faster guys, like not just me but also other guys in the lobby. You will see this guy later again, so that's why I specifically mentioned other guys in the lobby. And also things like this, I don't quite understand why it's necessary. But this was definitely necessary. No, I actually lost control of the car, so I spun and crashed him a tiny bit, which was unfortunate. Which is also unfortunate that I let this guy pass me, and I've overtook him again, which looks fine because he's straight behind me, but unfortunately he bumps me and then he pushes me wide. It's fine if you misjudge a braking point, especially in this corner. I've noticed this a couple of times already, that many of the new drivers are misjudging the braking points. But yeah, I've absolutely misjudged the braking point there as well, so completely my fault. Kappa. So it's completely fine, but ramming me or giving me a bump and then pushing me off is just definitely unnecessary. Which was also unnecessary is this. Yep, I've did it again. Yeah, happens. Too aggressive on the throttle, which happens, of course. But then I've let these two guys pass me. The fastest guy currently 3 seconds off my 5 seconds off my pace. But as I already said, I don't have any opportunities to get a decent lap. And there's Omega again. You see he's battling the fastest guy, and then don't know if he disconnected, but he's goes straight into the wall. That was just strange somehow. And then I went for the fast lap. I thought, yeah, this could be the fast lap, but throttle again. And then I raged and went straight into the qualifying session and did a lap that's 4 seconds faster. And then I did a lap that's 5 seconds faster. And then we are going straight into my fastest qualifying lap, which was the 3rd lap. Actually, here I already lost a bit of time, which won't be the only time I'm losing time because of human errors. I think this lap overall will be quite good. Yeah, I also lost like the 10th or something like this, like 0.05 of a second in this area. I still have to improve my setup or do it for a couple of other circuits than just Suzuka, and here I lost so much time. Just with 2 wheels in the gravel, I've lost like, I don't know, 7/10 or something like this. I just saw it was at I was 2 seconds off the pace from the fastest from my previous lap, and there you can see lost like it's most likely around 7/10, which is unfortunate because this is actually the time I need to get close to P3 at the end, or P2, not sure anymore. But all these little errors can cost you so much time, which is unfortunate, because it would be much easier to start further at the front than in the mid of the pack. So yeah, finishing the lap, last corner, definitely in second gear, because as you can see, the indicators for the rear tires are definitely showing me that I have to be gentle on the throttle, otherwise I will do the same stuff as I did in the practice session, spinning around. And there you can see I am currently P3 after qualifying, but then I got dropped back to P4 due to a guy who is, I mean, he's 2 seconds faster than me. I could have been around a second faster, but happens. This guy you just saw had fuel for 3 laps. Don't know if it's on purpose, but well, it's not the best, I'd say, strategy for this race. And there's me misjudging the braking point and ramming others off, but I give them the space, I go off the throttle, and then I'm back at the position where I started. This guy in the back, you can see, you've seen in the rear mirror, just spun around out of nothing. And you can see the first couple of corners. I'm really struggling for grip because I haven't practiced with the medium tires, which I should do, and I actually have always done before, but in this case, or in this race, on this practice session, I've actually forgotten to do it. And yeah, but as you can see, also those cars in the front, they are also struggling for grip, so it's not just my problem. And there the Corvette driver goes a bit wide, and I'm in P3, but now I'm P4 again, because there's the guy who forgot to fuel up the car, but he's also on soft, so he is definitely much faster. Like, I think soft tires compared to medium are 1 to 2 seconds faster. I'm not sure how much at all. And there I'm holding up the Corvette driver a tiny bit because of my oversteer problems, which will be a problem later in the race, but you will see it. You will see what I mean when it happens. Nearly crashed into the Ford GT driver because I'm completely locking up the tires. I still don't know why Playground Games hasn't fixed the problem with the input settings, because I'm still having to reset my deceleration axis zone from 50 to 80 because it resets every time I'm exiting the game and restarting it. Don't know why, but yeah. And there's the Corvette also giving me a slight bump, which obviously can happen, as you have seen one lap before, where I've done the same on him. But there the Porsche driver catches up, which will be a nice battle between him and the Corvette driver, because he had to brake. I think he locked up, and there was the moment for the Porsche driver for him to pass the Corvette driver. And now the Porsche driver is just hunting me down. And he will also be my biggest contrahand over the whole race, or over the full race, because he is basically as fast as me, which is completely strange. I've never had something like this. And there, the Corvette driver guy gave the Porsche driver a big bump into the rear, and he nearly went into the gravel. And here's my biggest, or this corner that makes me so much slower than I have to be, because I guess it's the Schumacher S, or for all the non-native speaking people watching this video, the Schumacher S. Yeah, I don't know if my setup is just bad or not good for this corner, or if I don't have just enough downforce, or if I'm entering the corner completely wrong. I don't know. So this will be my nemesis corner. So, second lap done. About 2.2 seconds off in every direction. Completely fine before, but the guy in front of me, Monobo 99, has to pit next lap, definitely. So that's the problem with his strategy. And I got my first penalty, which is quite unfortunate. Now the problem with his strategy is that, of course, he's faster now, but when he pits already after lap number 3, and there's my big mistake. There's my big mistake where I lost so much time and the Porsche was able to catch up again. Pretty sad. No, the strategy from the guy in the 4GT is just not good, because when he will pit now, he will be in the behind slower cars or in the mid of other cars fighting, so he will lose so much time. And as you have seen, he was like 4 seconds off me, or nearly 5 seconds. But after my pit stop, he will be somewhere else. I don't tell you where, but it will be closer, let's say it like this. And now we are going into the pits. Both the Porsche and me. He has a 1 second gap to me. But after the pit stop, it's just 0.6 seconds. And you can see in the rear mirror the 4GT comes, so he lost 5 seconds, I guess, by battling anyone else, or maybe he was just much slower on the mediums, I don't know. But there was just 2 laps in between his pit stop and our pit stop, so it was like he lost 2.5 seconds every lap, which is pretty much, to be honest. And that's why I guess his strategy was just completely wrong. I wanted to watch it in the replay, what happened, but unfortunately, still the bug isn't gone. That I press on save replay and it's just downloading and downloading and downloading, and it won't be done anytime, because the game is still full of bugs. Yeah, and there the Porsche catches up again, and the Schumacher S is coming again for me. And I mean, I don't think that I'm taking the corner wrong, but you can see the Porsche just closing up so fast after this corner, and I still don't get the point why I'm losing it. Yeah, sliding around a tiny bit. Overall, I think the setup is actually quite fine. But, yeah. And there I'm P3, because another guy just randomly stopped 2 laps before the end of the race. And there's the Porsche driver extremely close behind me. And this will be a harsh battle until the end, because this guy is basically as fast as me. He is not slower, he's not faster, he has basically the same pace as I have. So I'll let you enjoy this. So he's now straight behind me, right at my rear. But I guess he is having much more downforce, and I'm closing the gap on the inside, so he can't overtake me or take the inside line. And then I'm just basically parking on the mid of the track, so he can't overtake me. He wanted to try the L switcheroo, or he just wanted to make me nervous or force me into an error. But I mean, my hands were shaking after this race like so hard. But during the race, my heart rate just was at like 500. I don't know. It's always so intense for me. And yeah, he misjudged the braking point, but still is faster through this corner. Going onto the lowest point of the track. Yeah, he misjudges the braking point again a tiny bit. He's always just braking into my rear, but then losing time when exiting the corner. And there's the Schumacher as again, and he is closing up so fast. As you can see, he really wants to get that P3, but he won't. He just won't get it. Even if I let him pass. Just now, or maybe after the hairpin? It's not a hairpin. After the double corner? After the chicane. That's the word I searched for. Right after the chicane. He still has a bigger time penalty than I have. So it's totally fine. Going narrow into that corner, so he can't overtake me on the inside. And then I guess he gave me a little bump, but as you can see on the marker at the right, he's not fast enough to overtake me on the straight. So even without the penalties, I would have been P3, which is an amazing result. And there we are at the end of the race. It's about 15 minutes race. It was pretty good. Not sure the BMW M8 isn't a meta car. I think more like the Audi R8, the Viper SRT, and the Porsche 911 GT3 RSR or something like this. They are both. They are all three meta cars, I think. That's it. Thanks for watching, and until next time.